Good morning. Welcome to Kathy's Crochet Creations and Makeup. I need to add more crochet to this channel. I do. So how's it going? How's your day? Well, I don't know when I'm gonna, hopefully I'll get this, remember, I won't get hit with a bunch of crap when I get to work and I can upload it. Because see, I record till it's time to leave, and if I can, I edit it real quick and then I upload it onto my phone. But then when I get to work is when I upload it to YouTube. Okay, what did I do at the top? There's that's my NYX face glue. It's very, very good. I have it on my hand. I wish I could glue my neck. I would. Okay. My eyes are watering. So yesterday I shared something that was very intimate, and I had reservations about putting it up, but the support and the love that I've got from y'all is just awesome. It was a long time ago. So, does it affect you? These different things that's happened through your life? I believe so. That's why I think, I don't know why, because I had such a good mom and a good dad and a great stable home. I don't know why I ended up the way I did. Getting married over and over. Picking the wrong ones. Because I felt that I wasn't good enough to get somebody good. I guess that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know. Because I've ended up with the biggest creeps. Oh, look at that. Ever. But, if I could go back and do it again and know what I know now, obviously I would still have Drew, but I would have had nothing to do with his biological father, except that, obviously. Oh, y'all. Okay. What am I going to tell you today? Let's talk about when I was 20. 19, 20. Yeah, I just turned 20, August 21st. So let me tell you my story. So, let me tell you what we're going to use first. We're going to use this, I'm doing greens and browns. I'm doing like a natural colors because I've got my shirt on. I've got black pants, of course, and black high heels. But I'm going to do greens and browns today. Earthy tones. So, mom and dad separated, and I stayed living in the house. And me and my brother, I only have one brother. He's 2 years younger than me. We did a lot of stuff together back then. Now he lives further away and he doesn't really call me or talk to me that much. It makes me sad because I love him so much. I need to call him more and bug him. That's what I need to do. Call him and bug him. I love him so much. So anyway, So we went out to eat. That's where we were at. We both ate at this Mexican restaurant, and we ate off each other's plates. And, you know, he had a different thing than I did, that kind of thing. I don't know if both plates had it or just one plate, but I got very sick. He did too, but he didn't know it for a long time, and he was delivering pizzas all over Conroe. I don't know what color I'm going to use. Okay. So yeah, I got sick. I was supposed to go to this Navy base, I think in Orange, Texas. I think there's a Navy base there. I had a blind date. Always had a date set up. Always. Ridiculous. I was a kid. And I got sick. So I remember I was in Mom and Dad's big king-size bed. And now some of this I can't remember because, so I know that I've been filled in on things from my mom and from my sister-in-law and all that. So I called and I said, I'm too sick, I can't come. And he's like, well, I'm glad that you know, you're staying there and getting well, whatever. Well, I never talked to him again as far as I know. Because there was a major trauma coming. Of course, always some drama. So I don't remember a lot. I remember I must have been real. I was. So that was before the weekend, and then the weekend happened, and then that Monday, Mom took me to the doctor, and he said, I don't know what kind of hepatitis you have, but you have hepatitis. He asked me the questions about how you get the other ones. B is the one you get from somebody being nasty that has it and puts it in and gets it in your food or something like that. It's disgusting. Yes, I know. Never ate there again. Place went out of business, thank goodness. Anyway, he said there's nothing I can do. I don't know, maybe he sent me home with something, I don't know. Nothing, but there was nothing as far as treatment wise. He could treat symptoms, I'm guessing. So I went back home, but I didn't go back to my house I grew up in. I went back to my mom's new house that her mom and dad, my grandma and grandpa Perry bought for her because dad left her for a home wrecking whore. It's another story. Anyway, so she took me back home. I think then it was Wednesday and I was getting worse, but I had a return appointment for the doctor. I think it was Wednesday. So I went to the doctor, back to the same doctor. He says, okay, you have hepatitis A. A is the one that you get from eating something, whatever. I think B and all that's from other different things. So he said, all you can do is get over it. There's nothing I can do. And I remember that time. I think it was that time, or it was a little bit later, like maybe the next day. No, because I only went to the doctor twice. But you got to realize, I had toxins going into my brain at that point because my liver wasn't working. My liver was shutting down. And when that happens, all these toxins that it filters out of your body build up, and they get into your brain, and it messes you up mentally. I don't remember a lot after that. I do remember being in so much pain, and like an animal, I was going, you know, I'm messed up, and I remember this. I was going, because of the pain probably, I was going from bed to couch to bed, trying to get comfortable. And to me, it's like when an animal is dying. I was dying. And I didn't have much time left. So the next thing I remember is laying on the floor of the living room and looking up, and there was this light blonde hair. I thought it was an angel, but it was an EMS guy. But he had light behind his head, so, and you can't, the toxins get in your eyes too, so everything everything stops working. So it was blurry, and I thought, oh, it's an angel come to take me from this pain. The pain gets so bad that you're ready to leave your baby. Drew was only he was born in 1989 February. This is October of the next year. The last day of September, October 1st, right there. So they took me to Conner Regional Medical Center. I don't remember this part. They took me to Conner Regional Medical Center. The doctor said there's nothing we could do. Her liver's shutting down. The only thing that can save her is a liver transplant. This is 1990, y'all. This is not something that they do. Not a lot. This is a new thing. To an extent, it's a new thing. So Mama asked, he said, you could take her to Dallas or Houston. And she said, if it was your daughter, where would you take her? And he said, Dallas. At that time. I'm sure they do a wonderful job in Houston and wherever now. Anyway, but back then it was a whole liver. It wasn't half a liver like it is now. It's a whole liver from a dead donor. That's the only way you're going to get a transplant. And back then, let me tell you something else. I don't know why. Maybe I shouldn't say this. This is probably controversial. Back then, a white person could only get a white person's liver. A black person could get a Hispanic, brown person's liver. They could change livers. I don't know why. It wasn't because of prejudicial reasons. There was something going on at that time. Maybe it's still going on. I have no idea. So I had to have a liver that would work for me. And I was dying. They put me in an ambulance. They didn't life flight me or nothing like that. They put me at the top of the list. That's how bad I was. I was about to die. Everybody drove behind on the way to Dallas. My sister-in-law, my brother, my mom. I don't remember exactly. Mom in her car. So and she wasn't my sister-in-law then. She was just living with us because they were still kids. When I got to Dallas, on the way to Dallas, I died 3 times. They would pull over and they would resuscitate me. Do I remember a near-death experience? No. I don't remember any of that. But I died 3 times. That was my sister-in-law told me that. We'll get to Dallas. Now, this is Friday. I've got people praying, family. Everybody's praying in the churches. There's this little church off of Tamina Road, and my cousin was the preacher at the time. And he was preaching, and they were praying, and he hit the ground. He was struck by God, and he hit the ground. At the same time he hit the ground, they found a liver for me. I had survivor's guilt for a long time. So they found a liver for me. It was a girl. She was a year or 2 younger than me. Back then, you didn't get a lot of detail. You didn't get names. You couldn't call the parents. Mom wrote a letter, a long, beautiful letter to her, to the donor family to let them know that they saved my life. But she was a young girl. I don't know how she died. They said that the liver was within so close to the same size and the same weight. Not exact, but so close. So I woke up with my arms tied down. And the thing down in my lungs. Now, I'm a baby still. And I couldn't, if I got my hands up, I'd have pulled that thing out. And that's the reason I'm tied down, because I'm sure that they know this. I'm sure because that's an automatic thing. You want that out. Even though it's breathing for you, it's horrible. So, I stayed like that for a while. And then eventually they took the thing out. They took me out of ICU and they put me in a room. And this is at Baylor in Dallas. And I had 3 months. They send you to a place called Twice Blessed House after you get out of the hospital. And it is within walking distance. It's a little apartment complex within walking distance to the hospital. So we would walk because I needed to walk. I was young. I had been in shape to an extent. Best shape I'm sure I ever was in my life. And so I needed to walk. I'm sure that helped a lot. Plus I was young. And while I was still in the hospital, I wasn't in ICU, but I was in the regular room, got a phone call. It was a phone call from my ex-husband, my son's father. And I was so weak at that point, I couldn't hold the phone. Mama had to hold it up to my ear for me. And you know what that piece of shit said to me? Excuse my French. I know it's not Christian. I apologize. That piece of, you know what, said to me? He says, when you die, I'm getting Drew. Well, guess what that did? That gave me even more reason to get well. So I could get his rights taken away because he was evil. And that's another story. Maybe I'll tell you that one tomorrow. So I did. I did really well. At Thanksgiving, they let me fly home. And I had Thanksgiving with the family. Of course, not Dad, because he was with his homewrecking whore. And that's not Christian either. Oh, gosh, but she's so... Oh, gosh. Dad was just an idiot. I loved him so much, though. He's still my daddy. Anyway. He knew his mistakes. He got to sit there when he was older and sick and look back and see his mistakes that he should have saved his mama, because there's more stories there. Oh my gosh. I've got stories. So I went home. I came back to Dallas. I went back to the apartment and they finally released me. And that is the story of my liver transplant. Only one time did I have a little bit of a rejection. And but the rest of the time I never had any rejection after that. And I went to a doctor, oh gosh, years ago, and he says, you know, your liver is all yours now because a liver regenerates. That's a wonderful thing about a liver, is that if it can, I mean, if it's not completely messed up, like attacked like by hepatitis A, it can regenerate. So it does regenerate. And not just can, it does. And it regenerated, and he told me, he says, you know that's all you now. I think about the girl, and I wish I knew more about her. She wasn't in the state. When they would go get livers, the doctors that put it in, the team that put the liver in, they actually would go fly and go harvest. That's a horrible thing, but that's what it is. They harvest the liver. They literally take the liver out and they bring it back, and then they put that liver in. Mama said, because I was real orange and horrible, my eyes were orange. Mama said when she was there, man, Mama had to go through this by herself. She went through this by herself because Dad had just left her. And she said that right here turned pink because that new liver was working so good. It was getting all them toxins out. I owe that family my life. And I've done good things since then. I can't tell you some of the good things, but I've done some really good things in my life. I've done some bad things, but who hasn't? We're all human. But I've done some really good stuff. And yeah. And if it wasn't for me, these things wouldn't have happened. So God has left me here still. Maybe it's to talk to y'all about him. I don't know. Because I'm not a good Christian. I do my best. No, I don't do my best. I don't do my best. I could do better. We could always do better. But maybe, just maybe, he still wants me here for this. I don't know. I don't know why I'm still here. Like, Mama was an awesome person, but she was took when she was 64. She was took young. Don't know why. I never did find out what was wrong with her. And we donated her body because that's what she wanted. Because of the liver transplant. And that's what I'm doing. I'm donating mine. Now, they can't use anything. I think they can use my skin. But I don't think they can use anything else. Because I can't give blood or nothing. And I hate it because they come to my job and do it. The blood bank comes to my job. And I want to go in there and I want to give blood. But I can't. I can't at all. And I hate it. I hate that I can't. Because I want to give blood. I want to help. I got a lot of blood when I had my transplant. They gave me lots and lots of blood. Plasma. Plasma. Remember that? Isn't that funny? I can remember some things. While I was laying there with that thing down my throat, I remember Mom talking about it. And I had just been working in the lab at Conner Regional, so I knew I was doing phlebotomy. Back then, you didn't have to have anything. You just go up there, they train you, and you go draw blood. Anyway, I was doing phlebotomy. I wouldn't mind getting back to the end of that. I wouldn't mind that at all. Anywho's. But I'd have to do it. You have to do different stuff to do that. You know what I didn't put on? I didn't put on any brown. So I'm going to pop a little right there. Just a little. Just a little bit. It was very hard for me. And I know this is going to sound really vain and horrible. But let me tell you. Here comes somebody. Somebody named Shadow. Oh. What, baby? You want Mama's lap? Okay. Come on. She's so fat. She eats and eats and eats. And she can't not knock some crap off. She is the most ungraceful cat I've ever seen. It's an ungraceful cat, but I love it. She has the softest fur. It's the softest fur. Okay. So, anywho's. Take your little fat butt somewhere else. Mama's got to get ready. Mama's been yapping too much. So, that's the story of my transplant. It was a really tough time. When I got back, I was gone for 3 months. When I got back, my grandma Kirk was watching Drew, and she had, the whole time she had him holding a Polaroid picture of me, and she would say, Mama, I don't know what happened to that picture. I wish I still had it. All the moving and all the crap in my life. I don't know what happened to it. So, when I came back, he had been trying to call Grandma Kirk Mama, because, he was a baby. And she would say no, and she would point to the picture. And she would say, that's your mama. That's your mama. So we didn't do, at that time, the bonding wasn't like it should have been, because there was so much medical trauma. Because, it wasn't done. When I came home, I had to have a liver transplant doctor. He stopped taking care of me because I wouldn't take my medicine. But my medicine made me feel bad. I was stupid, honestly, because technically, back then, you were supposed to be on medicine until you died. Well, I stopped taking mine because I was an idiot. My mama didn't know, she would have freaked out on me. She'd have tried to force it down my throat. My sweet mama. I love her so much. I miss her. I miss her and Daddy. They're in the buried together. Mama would have liked that. Because she loved Daddy to the day she died. And Daddy loved Mama. Because when Daddy was dying, he would ask, where's your mama? Where's your mama? He didn't ask where that woman was. Where's your mama? She's working. Because the first time he said it, it threw me off. And I said, she's working. Oh, okay. Because, you know, when she was dying, she asked, she was in the hospital bed at the house, and I was sitting in the recliner that we put in that bedroom. Well, okay, I'm sorry. I put in the bedroom because I was alone. I had Mama's friend, she helped me. But the rest of the time, I was alone. That's what she knocked off. Dadgummit. Put that back on there because she is going to come up here again probably because she is prowling around on the floor. This back up. So today when I get to work, I've got to do some print up. I got to get on Excel and make some spreadsheets and do all that kind of good jazz. Yeah, that shows up a lot better than it did yesterday. Because of the, you know, the kind of makeup, the color I had on yesterday. Uh-oh. I screwed up. So, guess what I've been eating? And it's very good. Here, let's just kind of rub that in and see. Yeah. Yeah. So, I've been eating that plant-based chicken patties. Really good. I was a little worried, but I only ate one today, so, well, I've 2 days in a row I've ate one. And there's like, I think 5 in there, and it's like $5, so it's like $1 for a thing. And the first day I put barbecue sauce with it, but it tastes really good all by itself. But I'm still doing fish because I need to make me a tuna fish sandwich. Not sandwich. I need to make up some tuna fish for a sandwich. I'll get it right in a minute. Okay. Now let's rub that in. Boop, boopy doop. Boop, doop. Okay. Okay. I took the TV out of here. It was like right there so I could watch the news and get ready. Well, not get ready, but while I'm getting ready to get ready, putting on the fake eyebrows and all that. getting ready to get ready. Okay, I'm going to use Pixie by Petra for my cheekies. Cheekies. So yeah, so I went from being, and I know this sounds vain, really pretty to not, because the steroids made my face balloon. My body was still small, but my face ballooned. I had black hair. Black hair, y'all. Black hair. Even the gray-haired lady, there's a gray-haired lady up there, her hair came in black from all cyclosporin and massive amounts of steroids. My mom would sit and put Nair on my back to get that extra hair off. So I finally decided to go out with my friends. My friends I've always went out with. Now, mind you, I'm a kid. I'm still a kid. And I think really the only thing going for me is my looks, honestly, at that time. And, we go walking up to, it's like a bar, you could eat there too. And this guy comes up in the parking lot and he says, "You're so beautiful." And he was talking about my friend. And that's when I realized that my life, everything had completely changed. Everything. I was scared to be around anybody because I was scared they were going to cough. Or if they coughed, I'd get the hell out of there. Oh, yeah. It was crazy back then. Cray cray. Cray cray. Those were crazy days. And I really and truly, I know it changed my life. It made my life very different. So I told you that mom's buried with dad. So what happens is when you donate the body, a certain people come get the body. Because it's just the body, it's the shell. The soul's already left this and gone on to heaven. They come get the body and they take it and they do what they need to do with it. And then they, what's left, they cremate. They mail the cremations back to you, back to me, with in a plastic thing, and on the top of it, I still have it in the closet because I took her ashes and I put it in a beautiful urn, and gold with pearl and beautiful writing. I don't remember what it said. And she stayed with me until Dad died. And then when Dad died, it's our tombstone, it's got Dad's birthday and death date, Mom's birthday and death date, and my name and birth date. So when I die, I want the kids to cremate me, and I want first I'm donated, whatever they can take, and then cremate and take the cremains and just scatter them on top of the grave, because I'm not there. It's just a symbolism type thing, you know. I'll be gone obviously by then, way gone. It's a beautiful graveyard. It sits on top of a hill, beautiful big trees, and all around it is pasture land where there's cows and horses. It's in Plantersville. Plantersville Cemetery. If you go out there, you can see my grave. Oh my goodness. But you never know. Y'all, the only thing I had was asthma, and it had went dormant by then. But it came back. When I got my transplant, I guess it shocked my body so much my asthma came back. And so I've been fighting it on and off since then. I sure have. Let's see what I want. What I want. I want this one. Yeah, we had a service at my brother's house, his old house, when he lived closer. We had a service there. It was very hard. I don't know what happened to the paper, what I said. It was tough. I miss my mama very much, and my daddy. You know what happens when you lose your mom and dad? Makes you an orphan. I thought about that. Makes you an orphan. Okay, what color am I gonna wear now, y'all? Because I need a brown. Okay, that's not brown. I need a brownish color. A brownish color. Okay, let's try these two. Ooh, hello. So I don't need that color. I need this. Ooh, this one needs to be sharpened. Ooh, it is just wood on there. That'll hurt. Y'all know? Just the wood hurts. Come on. These cotton pads are not dirty. They're just stained with eyelash glue and all kinds of stuff. There was this guy, he's in the Navy. I always loved a man in uniform. And I had a friend who had a transplant, and she died. So I met her husband. I don't remember how. I guess, yeah. He must have been up there with her or something. Because we met at Baylor. That's how I met her. I need to get some more of this. What is it? Ace Beauté Manifest. It's dried out. I think I looked before. It costs too much. Anyway, after she died, we stayed friends, and I fell in love. I fell for him. He was a good man, but I wouldn't marry him. I was too burnt out. I don't know the word, what I would call it, but with my ex-husband. Okay, Salt and Stone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For my friend who got it for me. I always put too much. I always choke myself. All right, let's say our prayer. Let me get all this off. Okay. I hope one day that long after I'm gone, that this is still on, my channel's still active on YouTube, so that my ancestors can listen and see if they wanted to. I mean, I don't know. Me, I would love to be able to go back and see my granny, and you know, but things are different now. Golly, I've been on 42 minutes. I'm sorry. This is a way long video. I bet nobody has stayed around or they fast forwarded. Okay. Jesus, please forgive me for my sins. Thank you for everything that you do for me. Thank you for my home, my car, my job. Please protect me with your love and the angels. Please protect me from negativity. And please help me to not be negative and to not say things I shouldn't and cuss. Thank you for my friends and family, my fur babies inside and out. God bless all of them. Please protect us all. This world is crazy, but it's a crazy ride. I love you, God. See you soon. Amen. All right. I love you. Sorry, this has been a long video. Bye.